Hello there, this is Justin Coffee, and this is the longest update video I will ever do. Possibly. One of my neighbors is moving out and decided to dispose of an entire shelf full of VHS tapes. And all of them went to one person, and you know who. Now also, because this is such a long update video, I'm going to decide to bring back the webcam because, well, I can't, I don't know how well phones respond to storage of updates that are that long. But anyway, let's go ahead and start the update off with Soul Survivors: The Killer Cut. This is an Arson Entertainment release from 2001. More blood, more sex, more terror than the theatrical release. Tape is in backwards. And looks like it was printed on December 27th, 2001. Next one is Saving Private Ryan, the acclaimed film from director Steven Spielberg. And a 2005 reprint of this, folks. And newer style black rails, of course. Print date is March 18th, 2005. And the tape is originally from this printing of it is originally from 2002. And I have a Walt Disney tape. Emilio Estevez in The Mighty Ducks. Definite winner, according to Movie Minute. And naturally, this is a Walt Disney Home Video release from, I believe, 1993. Print date is June 25th, 1996. Next is The Glass Shield. Never heard of this film. This one has Michael Boltman, Ice Cube, and Lori Petty. This is a Miramax Home Entertainment release. Looking as though it's from 1996, because it has, well, the HTTP in the URL tag here. And this is an X rental from Extra Superfood Center. And print date is December 12th, 1995. Next is a movie I have heard of, but I'm not sure many of you have. It's Black Dog with Patrick Swayze, Randy Travis, and Meatloaf. I also have a USA recording of this, which cuts off halfway through the film. Well, the tape runs out during the film, that is. It's a Universal release from 1998, which means it's, I think, one of the first to have that Universal logo at the bottom of the back cover. Got another X rental here. Printed during the 39th week of 1998. Then Quicksand with Michael Keaton and Michael Caine. Two Michaels we're dealing with here. Arson tape from 2004. Tape is in backwards again. Printed on December 3rd, 2004, from what I could see down there. No, February 3rd, 2004. Sorry about that. Next is the original video release of Feds on Warner Home Video. This one is filed under comedy. It's Warner Home Video release from 1989. Which means it's one of the first to have the UPC code on the back. There it is. And there's the end label. I'm going to check under it for a print date. Hold on. And print date is February 10th, 1989. Looks like there's a one in dark pink there, but I'm not sure I want to be dealing with that right now. And this one is, I'm not sure where this was rented from. Next is a rental from the Tucson Pima Public Library, which is now the Pima County Public Library. It's the MGM Contemporary Classics tape of Hoosiers. From, I think that it was released in 2001, but the date is blocked by this big sticker there. Please rewind. Use at your own risk. And I definitely remember those markings from several of my the Sesame Street, Blue's Clues, etc. tapes that I checked out of the Pima County Library when I was a kid. Print date is August 1st, 2001. Next, Scary Movie, all new bonus edition. No Mercy, No Shame sequel. Includes scenes you didn't see in theaters. This is a Dimension home video release from, I would presume, 2000. And manufacturing date is tough. No, this is a 2001 tape. Manufacturing date is September 3rd, 2001, and print date is September 24th, 2001. Immediately after 9/11, I think. One was the first post 9/11 print dates, I think. Well, one of the earlier ones I have in my collection now. Next one is Cheech and Chong's Up in Smoke. Stoner comedy classic from 1978. And this printing of it is from 1990. And this is a Viacom era reprint from 1999. Printed during the 45th week of 1999 to be exact. Alright, bring those closer here. Next one is The Haunting. It's a DreamWorks home video release from 1999. Here it is. Print date is October 15th, 1999. I have a special edition release of this as well. And then here's Blade 2, Wesley Snipes. It's a New Line Home Entertainment release from 2003. And Blockbuster sticker was peeled off, presumably by the person who gave all these tapes to me today. I think I wouldn't know. Okay, let's check under the Blockbuster label for a print date. Well, I got the manufacturing date down. It's July 5th, 2002. Let's see what the thing at the top says. the Bandicam time went up when I was trying to reveal the print date at the top. The main print date is July 31st, 2002. And next one is the original Blade with Wesley Snipes and Stephen Dorff. This is a New Line home video release from 1999, I believe. Print date is October 9th, 1999. Then we have a fairly recent MGM tape, Dark Blue with Kurt Russell on MGM Home Entertainment. Purchased for Blockbuster on September 29th, 2003. And, well, looks like the mouth can get a bit closer to revealing. Got a bit closer to revealing the print date than I would have under normal circumstances. I'm going to pause. And here it is. The print date is May 12th, 2003. Which means it's one of the last tapes to have, well, this, and the dark, and the blueprint date, and the, one of the last tapes from MGM that had that, and the print date that could be revealed if you simply build a Blockbuster sticker before MGM went to CinemaRam and Invisible Ink print dates. Next is a CBS Fox tape of Cleopatra. I have another copy of that one. Formerly the property of Army Hummers in Klamath Falls, Oklahoma. Those are two tapes. Printed during the 12th week of 1991. Oh, there are two print dates down there. Tape 1 was printed March 9th, 1991, and print date for tape 2 is February 26th, 1991 for tape 2. Again, that's March 9th, 1991 for tape 1, February 26th, 1991 for tape 2. So I have an earlier pressing of that same tape. My copy's a little. Oh wow. Here's a mix up. But we'll get to that when I do the blank tapes. But I'll see if it's the blank tapes. I'm going through. I don't know where to put all these for the most part, so, but she says we can take the whole shelf. Debbie says we can take the whole shelf full of whole shelf, the whole empty shelf. It's quite tall, quite narrow, and quite deep, so it can store all these. Next is Volcano. 20th Century Fox Selections tape from 2000. Tape itself has the original label in there. Printed during the 25th week of 2000. Which means it's one of the last Fox tapes to have a week in year code on it. Next I have Clear and Present Danger with Harrison Ford. This is released from 1995 and from early 1995 because the Paramount logo is bylineless on this one. This is a Viacom era reprint from 2001, and this was printed during the 42nd week of 2002. I also have the original pressing of this one. Next tape, The Matrix Revolutions. This is a Warner Home Video release from 2003. And for from Uptown Music and Video in Rocky Ford, Colorado. There's a printing under that other sticker from that same store. It's a pretty small one. Print date is March 11th, 2004. Oh, this is a 2004 release. Okay. Next one is Cradle to the Grave with Jet Li and DMX. This is a Warner Home Video tape from 2003. And it appears to be purchased from Blockbuster 2 different times. 2 very different times, spaced 2 years apart. First time it was purchased from Blockbuster was on October 20th, 2003, and the second time it was purchased from Blockbuster was July 21st, 2005. Has a white sticker label. Let's see what this is recycled from at some other time. Check under the Blockbuster label for printing. I'm going to take that black tag off because I have a feeling it's going to interfere with my attempt to find the printing for this one. Okay, hold on. Almost. I got it. Alright, I got it. All taken care of. The print date. This copy of Cradle to the Grave is July 16th, 2003. Next is, well, I already have a copy of this one, but doesn't hurt to have a duplicate of it. MGM Contemporary Classics of tape of The Silence of the Lambs. Alright. Here it is, and the print date is May 11th, 2000, so I don't think this copy... I'm not sure if this copy has the Hannibal trailer or not. My other copy of this has a trailer for Hannibal on it. And this is a Columbia House copy. I'm not sure if it will have any previews at all. In fact, I'm almost certain it won't have any at all. Alright. Next, we have Money Talks with Chris Tucker and Charlie Sheen. This is a New Line Home Video release from 1998. The end label. That label was easier to peel off than the other Blockbuster labels I've had to work with in this video. Print date is December 14th, 1997. Alright. Next, Quentin Tarantino presents Jet Li's Hero. This is an Alliance Atlantis release from 2004. Here's the tape. This is the original Chinese version with English subtitles. Well, you can't read that, obviously. And this has a cartridge number of 6 out of 10. Next tape is Gorky Park. This is a Video Treasures release of an Orion Pictures film. A reprint from 1989 of a tape originally released on Vestron in 1984. I think this is in LP mode. I'm just going by that tape stock there. It's either an LP or SLP mode. Next tape is Practical Magic with Sandra Bullock and Nicole Kidman. Other side of this is faded. I also have the Region 2 UK DVD of this one over there. Print date is... Oh, this is a special edition release. I didn't know that. Print date is July 28th, 1999. And once again, special edition is Magic Ward. It appears in the print date area. Next, I have another original pressing on RCA Columbia this time. It's Switching Channels with Kathleen Turner, Burt Reynolds, and Christopher Reeve. TriStar Pictures film. It's a tape from 1988. I think this will have the... since this is the original pressing, I think this will have the Only on NBC promo at the beginning. And printed during the 37th week of 1998. Alright, just different from that. We can go from that end to put our tape in backwards. Next, we have a tape that will predictably have the tone of death at the end, because it's from Good Times. That one being Night of the Twisters, with John Schneider and Yvonne Sawa. Just ignoring the background audio for a second. That's a discussion of the... I think that's a discussion of the very thing this update is about. And this is another one. Next one is another one from B. May Helmers. Originally from B. May Helmers and Klamath Falls. Oh, this was Klamath Falls, Oregon. I misread that as being in Oklahoma at first. Apologies to everyone in Oklahoma and in Oregon. The tape is Somersby with Richard Gere and Jodie Foster. Warner Home Video release from 1993. And print date is April 2nd, 1994. Okay, next. Next one is The Replacement Killers. Explosive, apparently. This one's got Chow Yun-fat and Marina Sorvino. And this is a tape from 1998, which means it's one of those from the time when Columbia TriStar was putting their EPC codes on there twice on the case. Printed during the 27th week of 1999. I'm going to plant this to get in the shelf. It looks like we're going to have the shelf that we'll put all these tapes in. Well, it turns out we had to move some more boxes in, and after a while we'll get the shelf that will store everything you see in this update. Well, most everything you'll see in this other thing. Unless you can figure out where to put, so yeah, definitely will be keeping all of them. And I'm gonna have an ice cream bar. A cognac, I think. Next one, next tape anyway, is Hello Again. Alright. Next one is Hello Again on Touchstone on video. This is a tape from 1988, I believe. Yeah. Sticker label is very badly ripped. And, yeah, I don't think there'll be a printing under there. It's from some company named Kiosk Corporation, which I don't think own any rental stores, so I don't know where this is from. And formerly the property of Bob and Mac Helmers in Tucson. Sticker label's been ripped at the bottom. Next one I also have an invisible print a copy of. Kevin Kline and In and Out, directed by Frank Oz. This is a Columbia House copy, as you can see by that sticker there. Well, formerly it was down for us. Print date is April 13th, 1998. And now I'm going to bring on the next stack of non-blanks to go over. Mixture of non-blanks and I think there's one actual commercial present in there. Here's Remember the Titans, Walt Disney Pictures. Here's a tape of Remember the Titans, Jerry Bruckheimer introduction from Walt Disney Pictures. So naturally, this is a Walt Disney home video release from 2001, which means it's one of the very last Disney tapes to have home video at the bottom, before the company was renamed Walt Disney Home Entertainment. Heard this was one of the best damn sports dramas ever made. Print date is January 20th, 2001, which is when Bush 43 was inaugurated, I think. I think that was the day that Bush 43 was inaugurated. That being George W. Bush. Next one is as President of the United States. His next tape is Unforgiven, with Clint Eastwood, Gene Hackman, Morgan Freeman, and Richard Harris. This won the Academy Award for Best Picture, of course. It was a Warner home video tape from 1993. Been through the Bookman's bag. Print date is March 2nd, 1994. Next one, because I had to make another mini part of this because I hit the time limit, is Wing Commander on 20th Century Fox Home Entertainment. This is from 1999. Printed during the 26th week of 1999. As next tape is When Eagles Strike. Stacy Keach, Christian Coving, Dave Youngblood, and Ian Adams. This is a new Concord release from 2003. I think this is a direct-to-video film. They did print dates too. Manufacturing date is February 26, 2004. And print date is March 11th, 2004. Evening 5 rental. Next tape is 7 Years in Tibet with Brad Pitt. Another Columbia TriStar release. This one is from 1998, so it's again from the time when the Columbia TriStar had barcodes on the top and on the back. Printed during the 15th week of 1999. So this is a slight reprint. Okay. And next comes Navy SEALs. I have the EP mode pressing this one. I think this is the original pressing. Charlie Sheen and Michael Biehn are in this one. Hey, they rhyme. I have a rhyming leads. This is an interesting one. It's got rhyming leads. Going for it. Orion Pictures tape from 1990. Final video release. And there's the tape itself. Tape is from Wayne's Video World in Neboma. So when the movie came out, so you could definitely guess this store went out of business when the movie Wayne's World came out. There's a video store that I'm going to take a guess that this store went out of business right after the movie Wayne's World came out. Either that or they had to put a disclaimer that says, no relation to the movie. If it was still in business after the movie came out. This is my second Star Classics tape. Charlie Bravo. This is a tape from 1988, much like my other Star Classics tape I have. I forget the title of it, but it'll come to mind. That was the tab and the oversized rails on there, of course. Next is a copy of Julia Roberts and My Best Friend's Wedding. And it fell off. Recently uploaded Tyler TriStar 2 his back's opening to the Philippines print of this. I have the original print of the US release, and the this one is a Columbia House copy. Here it is. Look at how oddly they cut the sticker to fit it into a square. Print date is October 25th, 1997. Next is the original tape of the first of the live action films that were made of the Addams Family. I saw the first animated one in theaters, and the second animated one of the Addams Family will be released theatrically and on a purchasable video on demand title October 1st. This is a Paramount release from 1992, I think. Another one from B. May Helmers in Klamath Falls, Oregon. Yeah, this is a Columbia House copy. Again. Printed during the 14th week of 1993. Okay, hold on. And next up, I have The Death of the Maiden. Death of the Maiden. Roman Polanski film with Sigourney Weaver, Ben Kingsley, and Stuart Wilson. 2 thumbs up from Siskel and Ebert, so it looks... So that's kind of, after this being of interest to me. I think. New live on video release through Turner Home Entertainment from 1995. There's sticker label. And the print date is June 16th, 1995. And this is from Video Update. Originally from Video Update. This is from Mesa location thereof. And next one, I fell out of this one, I think. Yeah. Next one is the Silver Chair, the award-winning video edition, apparently. What I won an award for, this doesn't say. This is a public media video release of BBC telephone, originally done in 1990. Yep, lid's broken on the second tape. Based on the Chronicles of Narnia books, which were later adapted into Disney films. As you probably already know. Next one is Spartacus. Kirk Douglas, Laurence Olivier, Gene Simmons, Charles Laughton, Peter Ustinov, John Gavin, and Tony Curtis. Winner of 4 Academy Awards. Presented uncut and fully restored. Stanley Kubrick film. This is an NCA Universal release from 1991. You can tell, as you can see here, these are much later printings because they have the Universal logo in the background. 1960 Universal film. Printed during the 42nd week of 1999. Yeah, these back in here. And then a gold top MGMUA release of Fiddler on the Roof. All-time classic of Judaism, of course. This is a tape from 1988. Slight reprints because have the FBI warning on the label. And both of the tapes were printed on August 28th, 1991. And now on to the last batch, I think, of the studio tapes in this update. The remaining tapes are all blanks. And I'll go through those as well. I have a feeling you're going to have... this is going to provide fodder for my channel for many months to come. Next one is The Prophecy. Christopher Walken. A must-see according to the Boston Globe. Dimensional video release. Second release thereof. It's a Hollywood Video X rental from 70 North Harrison. Location in Tucson. Well, let's check that address. Print date is September 29th, 2001. Here's the label in case you missed it again. Next one is The Faculty. Take Me to Your Teacher. Screenplay by the writer of Scream and Scream 2 from the director of Desperado and From Dusk Till Dawn. This is a dimensional video release. First one from 1997. Recommend this to depends. The holograms on this side of the tape, which is kind of weird. Manufacturing date is May 5th, 1999, and print date is May 14th, 1999. Onward we go. And on we go to The Matrix. This is the special widescreen edition, collector's edition thereof. This is a Warner-owned videotape, I think from 1999. Yeah, definitely from 1999. There's a special widescreen edition there. Print date is January 20th, 2000. Tape is stopped midway through a scene. Next tape is of a Transworld Entertainment film, the name of which is Kansas, with Matt Dillon and Andrew McCarthy. This is a Media Home Entertainment release from 1988. Means it's one of the first to have the M followed by the 6-digit catalog number. I think this is from when they were captioned by the WGBH Caption Center. When Media Home Entertainment tapes were, that is. I don't think there's a print date down there. There's side printings. But you can't see them because they're covered by a sticker. Next one is another film I've never heard of, Last Stop, with Adam Beach, Ross McGowan, and Jürgen Prochnow. This is a tape from 1999. The film. One of the earliest tapes for Black Creoles ever, ladies and gentlemen. Have a look at those. This tape is from 2000. It's a 1999 film. Next I have Terminal Velocity. Charlie Sheen. Hollywood Pictures home video tape from 1995, I think. Here's that VHS label. I'm going to try and see if I can get the print date from there. I don't know if I already have a copy of this. Print date is March 20th, 1995. Next is Edge of Madness with Brandon Felix, Paul Johansson, and Caroline Tavernas. I think I fucked up that pronunciation. This is a Lionsgate Home Entertainment release from 2002, which means it's one of the very first U.S. releases from Lionsgate Home Entertainment. U.S. releases coming after it bought Vidmark. This is funky looking sticker label there. Manufacturing date is December 7th, 2002, and print date is December 10th, 2002. I have no idea where this is started from. Next one, put them there forward. Just put in there forward. Says Valentine with David Boreanaz, Denise Richards, Marley Shelton, and Katherine Heigl. Warner-owned videotape from 2001, which means it's one of the first to have that AOL Time Warner byline there. Village Roadshow released through Warner. Print date is February 27th, 2002, so this is a slight reprint. Next, I have the screener copy of this. Now I have the official release of The Saint of Port Washington with Matt Dillon and Danny Glover. It's a tape from 1994. Want to check how much time I have left on that. And I'll deal with that after I get done with more business at Debbie's. Oops! I forgot about the, hitting the pause button again when it's time to resume the recording. Perhaps I was just too excited about these tapes to think about something like that, but anyway, the print date on this one is March 30th, 1994. As I checked under there. Next one is Born in East LA with Cheech Marin. MCO videotape from 1988. Printed during the 20th week of 1988. Then I have a HBO Savoy tape of Lightning Jack. I think this is from 1995. 1994 film. Manufacturing day is November 18th, 2000, and printing is December 2nd, 2000. So this is a later reprint. And you can tell it's kind of a later reprint because it has the HBO home video on the label. I have Evolution with David Duchovny, Orlando Jones, Sean William Scott, and Julianne Moore, directed by Ivan Reitman. It's a tape from 2001. Columbia Pictures have any international rights to it. And I checked underneath the label already. This was printed. Manufacturing day is November 26, 2001, and from what I memorized, just stick my finger in there just to clarify. The main print date is November 21st, 2001. And finally, this one is a piece in the reel. It's Eye of the Beholder with Emma McGregor and Ashley Judd. My first tape that was made by the company Dimension Films. Of a film from Dimension Films, that is. Columbia TriStar tape from 2000. This is a home entertainment reprint thereof from the 31st week of 2001. Okay. And now I have a fuck ton of bling tapes to get through. Some of them are on color tape stock. First one is a recording of Paint Your Wagon and, well, it's just Paint Your Wagon. Next one is the newly restored director's cut of Lawrence of Arabia. Recorded on a Radio Shack tape. Which looks kind of like the tape stock used at Frank Video Services. The press tapes from Paramount and Fox and Universal. Next one is recordings of Deceived and Mermaids. Next, the second time around, going through these blank tapes rather carefully, as they're mostly one-note. Swept from the Sea. Operation Dumbo Drop. Star Trek First Contact, My Fellow Americans, Liar Liar, and Spy Hard, which is not a very good film at all. Last of which is not a very good film at all. I'm going to keep all these blank tapes because they're going to provide lots of fodder for my commercial break and program break and program promo blocks for the next few months. So stay tuned. Next tape is Longest Day coupled with a biography on Osama bin Laden. Next tape is of South Pacific, Oklahoma, and the King and I. Then we have the Joy Luck Club and Little Man Tate. Then recordings of the Con Club and Donnie Brasco and Lethal Weapon 4. Sibling Rivalry and What About Bob? Silver Streak. Police Academy and The Man Who Loved Women. Recordings of Semi-Tough, Edward Scissorhands, and Ghost. Recordings of Deep Impact, Lionheart, and The Gingerbread Man. Recording of the 1974 version of the front page. A recording of The Client, episodes of Jeopardy, Will and Grace, Without a Trace, and Dr. Blood's Coffin, and the Jeopardy with Alex Trebek, who is dearly missed by us all. Empire of the Sun, Swing Shift. And going back on that Jeopardy one, it's the one, I suspect it's the one that has Alex Trebek hosting, and Alex Trebek is dearly missed by us all. Thank God Ken Jennings got fired. No. Thank God Mike Richards got fired from the show after his stints. He did. He was. For those who don't know, Mike Richards was the guy who was going to replace Alex Trebek as host of Jeopardy, but he turned out to do some really horrible shit about non-whites, women, and fat people, and he got fired for it. And next, it's in a BASF case, but this is on Fuji Pro Stock. Recordings of Old Yeller, the Lincoln, Abe Lincoln, Illinois, and Young Mr. Lincoln. Next is Seems Like Old Times and Foul Play, Squadron Warrior's Tale, and Cheyenne Warrior. Recordings of the 1969 version, 1969 film of the 1969 film version of Paint Your Wagon and A River Runs Through It. Recordings of John Wayne, North Alaska, and John Wayne, the North Alaska, The Shootist, and Stagecoach. Recordings of Carrie Rowe, Welcome Home, and Forever Lulu. Uprising and Sunshine. Scenes of the Crime and Torso. All I Want for Christmas is Scrooge. Mac and Me, Big and Life Stinks. First of these is from what I hear, a really terrible ripoff of E.T. that is nothing more than a McDonald's commercial. Stretch to feature length. Nice thing to add. Recordings of Arthur, Shot of the Dark, Princess Bride, and Pecos Bill. Recordings of Widow's Peak and Into the West. Dr. Zhivago. Pink Panther, The Pink Panther Strikes Again. The last remake of Bo Jest and Splitting Hairs. Alvarez Kelly. DASF tape. Recordings of Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi. Backdraft, One Good Cop, Three Men and a Little Lady. Another You, LA Story, and Repossessed, which is a really, really bad film about Not so the ever so unfunny subject of exorcism. Family Man, Gone in 60 Seconds, and Dungeons and Dinosaurs. No, Dungeons and Dragons. Yeah, there was a film about Dungeons and Dragons. Here's one it's a mix-up, but I'll keep the case. Well, I'll keep it in this case until I find a caseless copy of the film. And the name of the film is Presumed Innocent. But inside the case, we have recordings of True Blue and Blood and Orchids. Another Radio Shack Super Tape. This one is a recording of Logan's Run. Next one is recordings of The Producers, What Did You Do in the War, Daddy, and Goodbye, Charlie. Recordings of Uncle Sam's Funeral. Uncle Sam's Funeral. Recording of The Adventures of Baron Munchausen. I think that one was directed by Terry Gilliam for Monty Python. Here's Keeping the Faith and Dirty Dancing. Crack there. The two should play fine. Also has a recording of The Rose on it. And I have the original magnetic video release of that film, actually. Recordings of Our Man Flint, In Like Flint, and Tough Guys. Which was the first Touchstone film to have pictures on the logo. Either that or The Color of Money was. I'll have to look at that again. Recordings of City Hall, Badge, Assassin, and a Law and Order episode. 3 episodes of Law and Order. The Whipping Boy, The Adventures of Huck Finn. The Comancheros, and She Wore a Yellow Ribbon. Dragnet and Wildcats. They tell you who's in it. Labels telling you who's in the films, which is kind of interesting. Jack the Ripper, and can't really make out what's on the rest of that label. Let's see. No, there's not a top label on this one. How the West Was Won. That's a 1962 Cinerama film with that name. Private Benjamin, Duchess and the Dirtwater Fox and Swing Shift. Shirley Temple and the Little Colonel. Label that stretched all the way to recording tab. What's on here? Recording of Animal House. And alright, on to the next batch. This one's in a squeeze and shake container. Oh, start that. It's Spartacus Hardcore History and the Cross and Objection Burma, and I'm not sure what else is on it. Bugsy Siegel, Once Upon a Time in America, which I presume is the Leone, not the, from what I hear, bastardized U.S. print. Mirror's Crossing. Here's Total Recall, Terminator 2 Judgment Day, and Commando. Here's Hard Rain, and Midnight in the Garden of Good and Evil. Patriot Games. The Sons of Katie Elder, Or to Alaska and El Dorado. The Big Show, White Knights, and The Hunt for Red October. I don't think there was a K in that title of White Knights, was there? I'm not sure. Both of the Cocoon films. The Secret Garden, The Man Without a Face. KMC case, but inside is the XLE 120 of Outrageous Fortune, starring Bette Midler. I pressed to argue with that one. Case says War Switch, Double Double Toil and Trouble, and Hocus Pocus are on here. But inside a segment of Riverdance, Annie, Mary Poppins, and Make Mine Music, which is one of the package features Walt Disney released during the 40s. Shallow Hal. The First Wives Club, The Saint, The Devil's Own, Miss Evers Boys. GE tape of Flesh and Blood, The Man in the Iron Mask, and Against All Flags. Next one is House of Spirits and Out of Africa. Next one is in a it's in a TK. Well, it's in a blank tape case. This is the Big W Warner Home Video tape of The Shining, which was printed on March 8th, 1985. The end label, I presume, was fell off the tape a long time ago. Amen Out, The Rookie, and they are up there. Bram Stoker's Dracula, Legend of the Mummy, Shadow Abilities, Dracula, Greatest Commercials, and Alfred Hitchcock Presents. To verify, as I was putting the case back on a new shelf, and the print date for the Big W tape I now have of The Shining is March 8th, 1985. And next we have recordings of FX2 and In the Line of Fire. Murphy's Romance of Wagons East, which was John Canning's last film. Sam Pebble's The Last Emperor. A Wedding, City Slickers and Mr. Destiny. King of Texas, and looks like there's also a recording of Undefeated on here, along with Tribute to the Batman. The Full Monty, which is a British film, Gridlocked, and The Terminator. Twilight Zone and The Seduction. Moby Dick, The Other, and Tarzan the Ape Man. Lethal Weapon, The Principal, and Inner Space. Forever Young, So I Married an Axe Murderer. Son of a Woman, Leaving Normal. Remember the Titans, Crazy in Alabama. High Spirits, The Secret of Rowan Inish, and Widow's Peak. Burbs, Beaches, and Stella. For Pete's Sake, The Crisco Kid, and Murder in a Small Town. Once Upon a Time in the West, and McClintock. And finally, My blank tape has recordings of The Rocketeer and Two of a Kind. And that is it for the longest VHS update video I have ever done. And now I bring out my one and only use of my cell phone for this video, so you can see my entire shelf of blank tapes. Hey, would you look at that? Wow. So much for this update. This is the longest update, as I said, that I've ever done. And I did it with Bandicam, and just now finished it up with my phone. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.